What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, our content and our community, is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get it.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning. Welcome in to the Coach Smook Morning Show, man. We are here. Ready for y'all to call in and share y'all thoughts, man. All the topics we got to discuss today. We're really just basically doing an introductory stream. This is our week off from covering Alabama. A lot of schools are on spring break, so we're taking our time and we're breaking down what we've learned from spring practice this week. We're going to do that today, just kind of give you an overall synopsis of what we expect coming out of this spring break, going back into spring practice, and then we're going to crank this thing up about March Madness, y'all. Both men's and women's team. Give it up for Alabama men's and women's team getting their tournament seasons yesterday. Both teams getting some quality seasons. I think the men's team, is number 4. They'll be playing against Hofstra University. If y'all don't know who that is, don't look at the name and think that it's going to be a walk in the park. We're going to have our work cut out for us, and definitely got to go in locked in because this is a team that's got a chip on their shoulder. They're a team that's under the radar, but they've been winning a lot of games during their season. And then the women's team getting the number 6 seed will be facing off against Rhode Island. I've looked at some of the highlights from their season. This is not a team that we should struggle with on the female side, but they can get hot and they can get going fast. They can get the ball up. So we're going to break those games down, give our projections of the tournament, play out how everything is going to play out for both teams. And then we'll transition to spring ball. Like I said, break all of that down, give you my thoughts on some of the big storylines that's coming out of that. Then this will kind of kick off our series. And then after that, we'll open the phone lines. We'll get some of your thoughts on just the topic of conversations today. So get ready to open your, get on your phones this morning. I know some people are on spring break. Some people are headed into work. So as you're listening to these opening topics, man, make sure you're listening so you can give your thoughts and give your own takes on what we'll be bringing to the forefront today on the Coach Smook Network. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Who's ever tapped in early, man. The early crowd has been privy to some good information. If you think that we've been having some good opening segments, man, please share the stream right now, especially if you're on YouTube. Got 6 people on YouTube. Share it out. Let people know that we're growing. I'm glad to be here. It's a Monday morning, y'all. I got a lot of energy this morning. I've been up since 3 o'clock. I made breakfast. Your fat boy be up, man. Big back season. Appreciate my sis Urban Essence for popping the stream off with a $20 super chat. Give it up for her, man. $20 super chat. As a matter of fact, give her a maker horn because that's the first super chat of the week and the largest super chat of the month, man. We appreciate you, Urban Essence. Thank you for doing exactly what I asked you all to do, and that's support the Coach Smook Network. And she did it in one way, but you can do it in multiple ways. The best way is liking, sharing, and make sure you're subscribed. Turn on the notifications. Again, give it up for Urban Essence with a $20 super chat, man. All right, now let's get this roll call going so we get into the show. I don't want my post live viewers mad at me for taking 20 minutes to start. You know, so let's get to it, man. I see TikTok is live. I thank y'all for tapping in on TikTok. Everybody tapping that screen on TikTok. Big homie, appreciate you for tapping in. Tatted Bear, appreciate you. Latasha, Nameless, Xbox, Trendsetter, everybody, Liam, Win, I appreciate y'all for tapping in over there on TikTok. Over here on YouTube, appreciate y'all for waking up early with your boys, starting with my brother Zach. Welcome in, Roll Tide, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Urban Essence, who came in with the $20 super chats, came in with her first comment of the day. Good morning. My brother MJ, good morning, brother Roll Tide. Good to see you, man. I got the night background up. Appreciate that, Mary J. I'm gonna fix it. It is still kind of dark outside. Y'all know it's raining, so that's what kind of made me stick with the night background. But we'll change it up. Watch. I'm gonna act like I didn't even say that. Act like I didn't even say that, chat. And don't start laughing either. It's too early to be laughing at people. Okay. And whoever calling my phone from a blocked number is weird. Let's stop there. Let's stop. But let's see what else we got. Kinesis, what's good? Roll Tide. Roll Tide, Kinesis, good to see you with that wristband, man. Everybody rocking them wristbands. I appreciate y'all 100%, man. Showing that heavy support here on the Coach Smook Network. And appreciate all my viewers on Kick, Twitch, and all the other platforms, Twitter. Everybody tapping in this morning. Wake up. Let's talk some Bama ball here on the Coach Smook Network. If you're ready to get into it, man, somebody type it in the chat for me real quick. And I mean, I need you to type it in all caps when you type it. Somebody type it in the chat. Say it.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Hey, let's get into this show, baby. Let's go.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, Kat, let's get it. Listen, first thing I want to start off today with the conversation is I just want to start with I'm missing a phone call, y'all. This is the second time. Give me 2 seconds. Let me jump us into our join the AAA family infomercial. This might be it's Alabama. Jump us into that infomercial commercial real quick. Jordan, I gotta take this phone call.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
All right, chat, we're back. I had to take that phone call. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Now, let's get into the conversation, man. Let's talk some Bama basketball, Bama hoops. This past weekend, yesterday, we got our destination. Everybody got their destination where they'll be playing at. Let's talk about the men's first, man. Everybody loves to get hype about my takes on Coach Nate Oates and his philosophy and how this men's team has been performing. Let's just start here with this. This Alabama team, I've never said that they weren't good. I never said that Coach Nate Oates wasn't a good coach. I just said that he did not have a championship winning philosophy. His system is not sustainable, and it does not develop players or make players who are good better. It allows great players to be great, but it doesn't allow good players to get better. It doesn't allow bad players to get better. It doesn't allow players to develop. That's one thing that I've had. Now, does that make you a good coach when you're not developing players, but you're winning games and you can gather talent? I mean, there's some aspects of the word of the assignment. It does, but to me, good coaching is being able to be in the space, right? Be in the space where you are as a coach, whether that's football, basketball, fitness, everything's good. Whatever the coaching is, whatever the life coaching. But being able to understand what you're actually dealing with. And when I say that, I'm saying this in the sense of, I would love to see Coach Nate Oates seem to know what he's dealing with in the midst of a basketball game. I understand you can design a few offensive plays, right? You can get athletic players, big time scorers. You can get them in spaces to do what they do best. And you've kind of survived off of that. But teams who are picking up on that philosophy, and it's not a well-known thing across college basketball because it's not sustainable. But teams that play this style do not have strong pushes against quality teams. And I think that's going to be a problem. We're going to see this Alabama team have to work to beat this Hofstra team. And we're hoping that they start off fast because this is a Hofstra team that can get up and down the floor. They score well, just like Alabama. This is a team that they went 12-6 in their conference. They have, quality season matchups. They've had some big game matchups just like we have. Let's talk about Alabama's big matchups this season. Some of the big matchups and the turnouts that have kind of made this can kind of correlate what this team looks like. Now, Hofstra, based off the ESPN bracketology and all of the things that they compare with the stats and things of that nature, they're saying that Hofstra can present the same type of caliber of competition as Illinois, Gonzaga, Arizona, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida. Now of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that I named, Alabama is 2-5 or 3-4 against these teams. 1, 2. Oh, I named 8 games, but these are 5 teams. So Alabama's 3-5 against those type of opponents. For ESPN, to specifically select those opponents and kind of compare style of play, the way the games went, compared to what Alabama is going to see in Hofstra. That's kind of something to pay attention to. And so the first thing I do is I go look at season highlights. Hofstra had a matchup against, I want to say, I believe it was Syracuse. They went into overtime, or it was either a close game. They won by 1 or 2 points. Syracuse is a team that I think plays just about any style of basketball right now. They're a versatile team, right? I said if this Hofstra team can slow the game down and play heavy in the paint like they did against Syracuse, and come out with a tough win, I think that'll be their philosophy against Alabama. But they play against teams that get hot and shoot high percentages from the 3-point line. UCF Knights, who is a team that averages right at 90 points this season. Hofstra held them to 78 points and beat them 82-78. Temple is a team that averages about 94 points a game. Hofstra held them to 76 points. Pittsburgh is a team that averages right at 87, 89 points a game. Hofstra lost to them by 7, but they only gave up 80 points to that Pittsburgh team. So they're holding teams. They're built off of their defense. They don't mind slowing the game down and getting physical in the paint and dialing in on attacking, getting more rims closer, more shots closer to the basket, and making you work for taking the ball from them. So this could be a matchup for Alabama that if we don't get our perimeter shooting going as fast as we would like it, if we don't get hot early, this could be a long night for Alabama. I do have us winning it, though. I do have us winning it. You look at just the overall matchups personnel-wise, I think we do have the size advantage if our bigs can take advantage of that, but also our wings. They play a lot of 6'6", 6'7" wing guards and the smaller guards up in the back court, and in the front court, their front court is not as tall as you would expect, but they play with a physical brand. 6'9", 6'8", 6'10", down low for them, work kind of manning those positions. They play physical, so that's something that Alabama's bigs have struggled with, no matter the height. So our teams can't take anyone lightly. They see Alabama and they give 125% effort wanting to take down the Goliath. Well, can we consider Alabama a Goliath in basketball right now? As my eye starts itching, this pollen, y'all, is really getting to you. But y'all pray for your butt. All of that. I walked outside for 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, 10 minutes, and the sun ain't even out yet, and my eyes are already itching bad because of the pollen. So for all my pollen, abused pollen people, take care of yourselves and get your allergy pills. My bandmates are mad they have to go to Tampa again. Yeah, Tampa has not been nice to Bama, whether it's been football or basketball. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but this is weird right now with the fight. It's only the left one too. I'm sorry, y'all. Fix that. But yeah, so Hofstra is one of those teams, like I said, averaging right at 80 points a game. 80 points a game. When they play against teams that average, 90 plus, they slow them down, keep them under their average. They've had a few games where they've tapped the 90-point mark. They actually keeping teams below 70 right now, averages 66 points a game they're giving up. So it's going to be a matchup, man. It's going to be a matchup. Now, one thing that does play in Hofstra's favor, what Alabama favor is, we've had the matchup against the top 25 opponents. Alabama against top 25 opponents 4-5. So under 500. The Hofstra hasn't played any ranked opponents. Going 12-6 in that conference, you talk about a conference that has a lot of those mid-majors, or however you kind of classify them, that can play good ball. They play good ball and play good tournament ball during this time of the year. The best of those conferences are the ones representing those level of ball. So it could be a sticky game for Bama if we don't pay attention and be careful. All right. So that's it for the Bama men's game. When I think about this, I look at players like Aiden Sherrill that's going to have to really step up, and we got days to talk about it and prep for it. I think the first game is going to tip off on the 20th of March. So that'll be the first game against Hofstra. I think the tournament actually starts on the 19th, though. Some of your play-in games are going to be played on the 19th. So we're going to double check. And we also have our bracket too. We're going to reveal our bracket. We were going to do it today, but I think we're going to do it the morning of tip-off for the first game. I want to do some more evaluation because I got a couple of upsets that I want to talk about. But for Bama hoops, Hofstra on the 20th, what time do we tip off against Hofstra, you all? It's going to be 2:15 p.m. So that'll be a daytime gig, and we probably will be somewhere like Walk-Ons or somewhere watching that game, live watch party view, or bar view, live watch party style. Let's go to the women's hoops, man. Let's go women's hoops. This is a good year for Bama women's ball. I think for the injuries that we had with our bigs, early in the season and how we kind of had to force different young players to develop. I think this postseason opportunity for women's basketball, I think we had a solid push in the tournament. The teams that we faced, I think the first game was against Tennessee. It was Tennessee, the upset game, and then Texas. Texas got the best of us. So I look at Bama's women's ball right now, man. You talk about a team that not necessarily the style of play has changed, but the effort and the efficiency there has what's been the difference for this squad. So I look at it now, man. Alabama women's team going up against a team in Rhode Island. This Rhode Island team, I went and I look at the highlights. I started trying to kind of compare how things match up, right? From a stance of like, I want to be unbiased. So I look at it and I say, well, this is a team that plays solid defense. They're only giving up 55 points a game. This is a team that balanced scoring wise. They're not a team. They're kind of like Alabama. They're not a team that has a plethora of offensive options, but their one offensive option is a threat. And she carries a lot of the weight with this team when it comes to carrying it for the carrying the load for scoring offensively. But she also utilizes her assets that offset her, right? She has another three-man, two-man, somebody, a wing that can get up some good shots. They have bigs that rebound well, something that Alabama women's squad has struggled to compete in consistently throughout conference play this season. So going to be a test. Like I said, March Madness is not, it's not like the college football playoffs. It's not like you're going to see a sizable mismatch in the first round. Most of these Cinderella teams that are getting these lower seedings playing against the 1 seeds and the higher seedings, the 4 or 5 seeds, whatever, you got to be careful. Those teams can get caught slipping. The 6 to 12 seeds, the 6 to 12 seeds, those are dangerous spots. 6 to 14, they're dangerous spots because there isn't much separation between those teams. Are you talking about a lot of these teams conference wise? If they were in the same conference, this 24-10 team would beat our 24-10 team. So that's what you got to be able to pay attention to when you're looking at some of these matchups and picking your games, picking your winners. This Alabama women's team played tough against some of the top end opponents in the SEC. You're talking about ranked opponents all season across the SEC: Tennessee, LSU, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Texas. Right? That's just 7. Ole Miss. All of these ranked teams that the women's team has been facing over this time period. A team like Rhode Island should not create a stumble in this tournament push, this Final Four push. I look for the bigs to actually get some rhythm as far as establishing their presence, get a sense of presence in the tournament by starting off with this team. I got us winning. I got us winning against Rhode Island, just like I got us winning against Hofstra. This Rhode Island team knows how to win, though. 28-4. It's not like they just barely got in with a double-digit loss record. This team wins a lot, so they know how to create winning habits, whether it's from the defensive stance or just tempo. They like to run the ball, run a lot of tempo. Shooting percentages and things aren't going to pop off the screen and scare you, but they make you respect it. Hold on, y'all. I got to answer this now. Hold on. Hello?
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Hold on one second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out nfldraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
All right, y'all. Y'all know your boy just moved in, man. We get some stuff squared away. We got some they gotta come do maintenance on my water line today. So I had to go make sure I get that. Can't miss that phone call. They won't do it unless you're home. So I had to make sure I get that. They'll be outside working on it. Shout out to Jesus for looking out for your boy. Shout out to Jesus. I knew it had to be an important phone call for it to come back and back like it did. But appreciate y'all. Nice haircut. Appreciate you, Daniel. Appreciate you. If you really like my haircut, you like and share the stream too. You know what I'm saying? If you like the haircut, like and share the stream. On the Coach Smook Network. I am enjoying my new haircut. I'm enjoying my new phase of life, man. Phase 2. So we just got done talking Bama basketball, Bama, both men and women's squad. Let's talk about the projection of how I see them going in this tournament here at the 30-minute mark. I think Alabama right now, looking at the bracket, and I'm gonna kind of bring this up to share it with y'all so y'all can see it. This is the empty bracket. This is the empty bracket. So you won't see my picks yet. We won't talk about my picks just yet. But I'm gonna bring this up real quick and show y'all what the possible path for Alabama men's basketball will be with this tournament coming up. Don't need football B-roll yet. Now we got it. Let y'all know we was prepared, right? Don't y'all feel like we was prepared? Let me zoom in over here. So I can't zoom in. There it is. So looking at it, man, and I don't know if y'all can see that really well or not, but our bracket right here on this, the Midwest bracket, you have in this bracket, the team that I do have and foresee coming out of this bracket, the two teams that it right now, I'm looking at Wright State to be the Cinderella team and kind of come out and upset Virginia and make some noise. I think Alabama, we get past Texas Tech team that I think will be Akron. we'll beat whoever comes out of or we'll play a solid game whoever comes out of that top half of the bracket. So you think about it, you got Michigan, UMBC and Howard will be playing. I think they played the 18th, the day before. I think they played the day before, but I got Michigan coming out of that one. I have Georgia winning a tough one against St. Louis. Like I said, I got Texas Tech. That's going to be a matchup if we get past Hofstra. I think Hofstra is really going to push us, but we win. Tennessee, I think they lose to SMU. SMU is a team that can come in this tournament as one of these play-in teams. These is decided between them and Miami, Ohio. I think SMU is going to come in and beat Tennessee. I got Wright State upsetting Virginia. I just talked about this as good as of a team as Virginia is coming into the season. This is not the team you want to see for the first week of the tournament in Wright State. They're one of those under the radar teams that just do. What's up, Antoine? Good to see you. They do all the good things, and they're a good team. Like, they have a lot of athletes. We'll talk about that as we get into the breakdown when we're doing our watch parties, reacting, all of that stuff. Kentucky, I got them coming out of old top against Santa Clara, not by a dominant standpoint either. Santa Clara is a good team. I think Kentucky just have just enough athletes to win that. Iowa State. Now, when I look at the projection of how far Alabama can go, Texas Tech is a good team. Texas Tech is a good team, and this is a team that plays similar style to Alabama, right? But I do see a major difference in what Texas Tech does. They're more cohesive and fluid in their zone rotations on the defensive side, and they also force more turnovers. They don't mind chasing guys off the 3-point line and recovering and rotating on the back end. They play a lot of good help defense. So that's going to be a matchup. And if Alabama isn't hot offensively, because there's nothing other. What is the other thing that we can talk about as Alabama fans when we talk about Alabama basketball? For all the people that say that I hate on Nate Oates and his system and all of this and that, I need to. What is something else that we can be hype about or can say that we can rely on, that we can confidently believe in for our team to win, other than our scoring being hot? We can't say that we can win the rebounding game. We haven't done that consistently. We don't do it. It's not a part of the philosophy, right? We can't say that we can slow the game down and run half-court sets and get quality shots, because we don't do that. 68% of our scoring is done through transition, or is done with 85% of the doggone possession being in the ball of the top player's hands in the bare foul line. So not much you can really rely on going into the tournament, hoping that Alabama does or can do that they've proven that they can do, right, to sustain and win games against a team like Texas Tech. You have to hope that the offense is hot and know that that's what it can do. Now, something that you aspire for this team to be able to do, Alabama, rebound. The Texas Tech team is not one of those teams that dominate on the boards, but they are active. They create a lot of turnovers. They get a lot of second chance points because they scrappy. They don't commit a lot of fouls during the game. So they play solid defense, and they just keep you limited on possessions. They don't get a lot of second chance points. It's just an efficient team. A team like Alabama that doesn't, get a lot of efficient shots. How do you do that? How do you disrupt a team that doesn't mind playing a moderate pace? You speed them up. You got to push tempo offensively, the same way we were doing late in the game in the loss against Ole Miss, where we picked up the full court pressure, sped them up a little bit, trying to make the passes a little bit more frequent, give you a chance to play pass lanes and work some tempo transition offense off of that. And you got to have a half-court set for moments like we did at the last 8 seconds of the Ole Miss game. So do I see Alabama making it past the second round this season, round of 32? I'm not confident about it, but if we do, it's going to be because of a hot shooting night. It's going to be because of a hot shooting type of game against a team like Texas Tech. And then if we make it past Tech, you're going to see either Georgia or Michigan. Now, we know Georgia got the best of us early in the season. I think they was just coming off of the emotional stretch of games, 7, 8 games in a row. Georgia playing at home. They had momentum, and they're a formidable opponent. You see they're number 8 in this tournament, in this bracket. Definitely a quality opponent to pay attention to if we were to see them. But I think Michigan gets them, and if we have to see Michigan in the Sweet 16, that's just the team. Nate Oates, I don't think he could coach us out of a bad game against a team like that. The way this game, we beat Michigan, if we meet Michigan in the Sweet 16, the way we beat them, like I said, the offense just has to be firing on all cylinders, or some way or another in the past 2 games, we've shown that we could have a presence on the boards and in the paint protecting the rim. That's the only 2 ways. Terrell Bowen get some quality minutes and spot play from Noah. Get Jemison and Allen and Mallet, all of those wing players that play a lot of energy plays for the team. Get them active early, involved in backdoor cuts, moving without the ball, getting them on the corners and spotting up off of down screens. Get some motion, some off-ball motion. Get Aiden Sherrill diving off of the high screen and roll action. Stop popping. Get the diving. Use that frame to finish at the rim. Force them to foul you. Make them protect their basket. Don't make it easy for them by giving them long rebounds all the time. And then on defense, on-ball pressure, full court, half court, however, but slow the ball down in transition. And don't be lazy on getting over on the screens. A lot of bad habits showed up last game, but this Michigan team is actually good. I don't see us getting past the Michigan team based off the product that's currently available, right? Not talking about we can't get better. I do believe Nate Oates does find a little a rhythm the first couple games of the tournament, first week of the tournament. He always finds like a solid rhythm and gets guys bought in. It's a lot of hype in those games. It's just against those quality coaching teams that have players. You see him get out coached a lot. So that's the men's side. And then for the women's side, projection real quick. Let's do a projection over here real quick. Just early projection. Share this. This is the women's side. Let's see what they got on this bracket. And I'm just talking about what they have available and how I could possibly shape up. Right now, if I was to pick right now, I got Texas beating whoever steps on the court against them right now in college basketball in this bracket. I have Virginia Tech beating Oregon, Kentucky over James Madison, West Virginia over Miami, Ohio, of course, Alabama over Rhode Island. I have Louisville holding it down and making it happen. Louisville is a team to watch too, chat. The women's Louisville squad, they get up and down that floor fast. They're a fast team, and Alabama has struggled with speed teams. They've got in foul trouble early. Louisville's going to attack the basket. If we don't play discipline around the rim, a second-round matchup against them could be ugly for us. I have Tennessee taking it from North Carolina State. I know North Carolina State is the higher seed, but this Tennessee team is good. The SEC is just so deep with good teams that a team like Tennessee actually is the number 10 seed in this year's tournament because of Vanderbilt, Texas, South Carolina. Even though Alabama in the mix, even though we were in the bottom half of the, I think it was number seven in conference ranking. So, and then again, Michigan men's and women's basketball looking good this season. Going to be them. I think they got a chance to pull that out and be in the Final Four for their bracket, the women's side too. But if Alabama had to come into this game and we were playing against Louisville, I think because of how much speed this Louisville team has, we would need some crazy guard play and defensive presence from Jessica Timmons, Carla Weathers, Diana Collins. Those three, just off top of the head, would need their defensive presence to really be a mainstay. And then the bigs, Cody and Silva, those two bigs have to have big games with finishing at the rim. Our women's team, we missed a lot of shots around the basket. I don't know what the problem is this year. Maybe just not used to finishing at the rim, but we missed a lot of easy shots at the basket at that. So got to clean that up against a team possibly against a team like Louisville, who's going to attack the rim, and that's how they speed you up. Before you know it, they've attacked the rim 7 or 8 possessions in a row, and they've hit all those shots, or they've gotten good kickouts off of that. So for every 3 layups they get at the rim, they're kicking out and getting a good 3. So you're talking about anywhere from a 9 to 18 point swing in 6 possessions, 7 possessions. It can happen, and that's what they do. So Alabama would definitely have to do our grit tempo. Chaotic, controlled chaos is something that I've learned even in coaching and playing. when you have controlled chaos team, you're on a team where the more craziness and chaos you create is smoother for you because you just figure out stuff. Reactionary players figure out stuff on the fly. You don't give them a lot of time to think. You just react. Alabama has thrived in those type of moments this season. The women's basketball squad, a team like Louisville, that's the best way for them to kind of speed them up and get a win like that. But I don't have us making it out of the round of 32. I don't think either team right now is playing good enough brand of ball to beat the matchups in those brackets in their second round. Alabama versus a Louisville, it would be a tough out. And I think we'll play a tough game against Louisville. I think we will find a way to be gritty, but they have an offensive set that just is kind of unmatched, and they do pressure you with tempo. So that's just some early insight, some early projections for Bama basketball. I'm not counting this out by any means. I'm just keeping a realistic stance on how this can shape up because of the styles of play. And y'all know me when it comes to basketball or sport or football or anything. I'm always looking at your philosophy and what it's supposed to do, and then what it is doing, what it's produced over a period of time, and that's how we come up with it. So I think both teams are going to have their work cut out for them in this first round matchup. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, and then right after this, we're going to get into our football conversation. And with the football conversation, the phone lines will be open during the football conversation. So during this football conversation, I'll make sure I announce it a few minutes in when the phone lines will be open, and then we come back, you all will have a chance to join us, man. Join us for our phone call segment. And we're talking Bama spring ball. I'm going to set the table for y'all after the first week of practice. What are we actually looking at? How are we looking? What is this team looking like? Who's making some noise right now? And what does the projection look like in some of the big storylines? Offensive line, quarterback room, wide receiver rotation, defensive back availability, inside linebacker rotation maturity. We're going to give our thoughts and our takes on everything based off of everything we've gathered from our resources here on the Coach Smook Network. But before that, we want to give another shout out to our sponsors, both Walk-Ons and Sports Info Solutions, for partnering with us and giving us a platform to deliver our content and make it the entertainment, interactive information you love to interact with. And then we're going to get into our phone show. Jordan, go ahead and take us out, man. We'll be right back.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Hold on one second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars? Check out NFLDraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we open the phone lines, I want to give y'all a quick 5-minute rundown of what I think this Alabama offseason is mounting up to. The spring ball. I'm sorry, offseason, spring ball, same thing. What is mounting up to in some of the main storylines here on the Coach Smook Network. And we broke them down. If you didn't see every day of spring coverage practice, you can go back and watch it live. We will be posting VODs from every day on the stream. It'll be like 10-15 minute segments posted on as VODs on the channel today. So make sure y'all go and check the channel and the content out. But the 5 things, the main things that I'm taking from practice today, and I'm gonna pull my notes out so I can make sure I stay on time and in time, y'all, because this is gonna be good for y'all. And y'all can go into these lives and reference it. So top things right now that's buzzing. And I'm gonna start with the least. I'm gonna start with the most confident thing, the most exciting thing. The Alabama secondary cornerback room and the rotation in that room. I think there's way more talent available as far as coverage, natural covering ability in the cornerback room this season than there has been over the past 2 years. And I know there have been names on this roster over the past 2 years. I think losing Bach from that group last year really took kind of like the covered ability away from it. Putting that Deshaun Jones in that slot corner. I think they had aspirations of playing Bach there last year. After you see how everything developed, and then getting Calhoun out the portal, bringing in who else was in that secondary? Cam Howard, all those guys that came in the secondary. I think they were trying to find the perfect nickel. And last year, seeing Deshaun Jones struggle in that area and Red Morgan kind of fill the void right from where he did his freshman year. He really developed. They kind of got the idea of what they want from that position now. So the cornerback room is going to be multifaceted. I think guys like O'Neal and Sherman, the transfers, they will be day one assets, day one impact players. I think Xavier Brown being down right now opens up the possibility of moving him to that nickel corner spot and getting guys like Red, guys, who else plays in that spot with Red? Maybe Dre will be playing some nickel corner, but he's going to be a true safety asset, strong, free, however you want to play him, whatever the call is, how you adjust them. I think the defensive back room rotation is the best room right now. I think you're going to hear a lot of Chuck McDonald's name. You're going to hear about O'Neal. You're going to hear about Ivan Taylor. And the freshman, Jaira Edwards, is a guy that I'm telling you, he's going to play this year. A lot of people talked about Caleb Downs and how he was day one ready. I truly believe Bray Hubbard and Keon Sapp have something to fight for. They have a reason to, when it comes to playing time, if they're one of those guys, and I don't think they are, if they're those guys that really want to be out there every snap, think they have to be out there for the team to win or be quality, they got to watch out. Don't make a misstep, because Jaira Edwards is ready. He's ready. He's a different type of talent. The natural skill sets that he has, plus just the frame, the physicality, and everything that he brings with it, the IQ coming out of St. Francis. They play a big brand of defensive ball that translate. All of their players have translated to the collegiate ranks very well over the past 6 or 7 years. And it's because of the style of defense that they coach. So it's not crazy to have Jaira Edwards come in and pick up really fast on some of the concepts that he's actually do at the top of the defense at the free safety position. So that's one line. The offensive line, the competition there. The rumor that Lloyd Jackson is the starter and there's no competition, we already debunked that. Sorry, Mike Rodick. That was never said. All right, Mary J. That was never said. And I think one is way too early to be talking about who's the starter. But if we were going to project the starting lineup, I do think Lloyd Jackson is going to be a starter. But I don't think it's going to come as easy as Mike Rodick wrote it out to be. And Ryan Grubb never said it was just him alone. He said he's going to play good for us at left tackle. There are other left tackles on the roster, chat. Trust me, we've checked it. As a matter of fact, you've seen it. Y'all have seen it. There are other tackles on the roster. Jackson Lloyd has just been able to stand out. I think right now with that guard room though, I think Jackson Lloyd, you got him at tackle. At guard, you're going to have a quality competition with Nick Brooks. And even though Sanders is out right now, when he comes back, that guard position is kind of where I think the staff was preaching to him that he had value at. And then you got the center position, and Delgado, Mal Waldrop is going to be playing some guard, but I think he'll be more of a center asset. He and Strayhorn both have the experience there. I think they will be competing there. Strayhorn more so at the right guard, more if not primarily center. I think he plays that right side of the offensive line. Going back to tackle, you got Ty Haywood also. I think Ty Haywood is going to have a great battle with Jackson Lloyd. Jackson Lloyd, to me, they came out in the same class, right? And I've said this from the jump. I think Jackson Lloyd is the most mechanically and technically sound offensive lineman out of that class. It was the reason why he was a 5-star, one of the highest rated offensive linemen in the class. And then you go to right guard, you got the competition there with Strayhorn. I think Mal Waldrop is going to be in that competition. Who else can I put there? Cooley, the freshman. Depending on where they solidify him, he's one of those guys where they're trying to figure out where he can push and create depth, the most depth at guard or tackle, right guard or right tackle. And then at right tackle, I think this is the year they want to really mold Michael Carroll into whichever offensive line talent he's going to carry over into the NFL, which I believe he can be a first-round tackle. He could be a first-round tackle. He's the most athletic offensive lineman on the offensive line, and just probably second, one or two as far as strength and skill set. So that's my projected first lineup as far as competition. I think left tackle, you have Jackson Lloyd and Ty Haywood competing there. It's going to be a good competition. Both guys, same age, same amount of experience. You're going to have a fresh left tackle, a brand new starting left tackle, regardless of who comes out of that battle. Left guard, Nick Brooks, Mal Waldrop. Nick Brooks, the big Brooks, 6'7", 330-pounder. Mal Waldrop, 6'5", 315, 320. Both of them athletic, both of them physical, both of them are run blocking specialists, physical and run blocking. Center Delgatti, I see him. Casey Poe at that guard position too. Don't sleep on Poe. He's been there for a while, lying under wraps, developing. He's got a good rapport with the offensive staff right now, even though Cap is going. I think Poe will make a good push and create some quality depth. Center position, I think Delgatti was brought in specifically for that, but Strayhorn also right at the right guard position. Then at the right guard position, I think Mal Waldrop is leading. And then you got guys like Strayhorn and James. They're competing there, and Cooley. Then at tackle, like I said, Carroll is probably your mainstay there. You got James out there on the boundary. Who's the freshman tackle we got on roster this year? I forget his name. He's going to come in and make a solid push too. So a lot of offensive linemen to carry out this competition and for us to run with that narrative of Jackson Lloyd. And I understand the spring bar, everybody's waiting for the credentialed guys to release whatever their takes are because they're there, but half them guys don't know football, man. I'm sorry. And it's not no slight. A lot of them don't know football. They just been covering it, and they're fans, and they don't even evaluate the game the way it should be evaluated. So we evaluate from that standpoint and how things should fit from our stance and how they look successfully for these teams. Defensively, let's jump to the defensive side. Two more headlines before we get on that side. Well, wait, let's talk about this run game and pass game projection right now. The status of the run game production. You're looking at this room, a lot of young backs. When I say young, I'm talking about experience-wise. A lot of young backs that have a lot of tread on the tires. If we don't see an intentionalness to run the ball this year, I think it hurts us in recruiting really badly when getting, being able to stack depth in the running back room. You still get one or two guys, but you're talking about depth in the season where you've seen 3 or 4 running backs go down last year at different points of the season. Got to make sure we establish it because I think you have all the skill sets up front, offensive line wise, tight end. I think you have that to be able to have an explosive run game. Pass game, same thing. Get the right quarterback. I think we had the right receivers last year. Ryan Williams, coming in this season, there's these talks about him being extra locked in. And you could tell he was distracted last year. It didn't take a genius or an insider or anybody close to him to get some intel and get some information to know that he was dealing with a lot last year. All the pressure that he came in as a freshman with that sophomore year, with the normal sophomore slump, and then on top of that, personal things in his life he's dealing with, to know that he's on the right side of mentally of things spiritually, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to be proud of. And then find out on the defensive side, I think the defense is going to shine this spring. I think the defense will be the highlight of the spring, which to me is going to be more so when we do hear that Keelan Russell is the starter coming out of the spring or going into the fall. It'd be a good thing knowing that he went against the defense. I'm telling you, this is probably the most skilled defense across the board, top and bottom. with just natural skill sets for each position group that we've seen. Inside linebacker room defensively is the only main concern that I have because of the lack of experience. Everywhere else, I'm super excited. The D-line, the top and the bottom, I'm very excited. The outside, the boundaries, I'm excited. It's what's right there, smack dab in the middle. That I'm not concerned. I'm ready to see because everything is young there. QB Reese, Abdul Sanders Jr., young guys, but very, very veteran-like in the system. Abdul Sanders Jr. coming in last year, being able to sit behind Lawson and Jefferson and Green. You learned a lot from Green just by watching him just instinctively play, right? Things that he learned just being out there on the field, playing a lot of snaps. And then with Lawson and Jefferson, guys that were in the system when Kane Womack came over, they're kind of like the I guess you could say the pillars of what the inside linebacker position wants to develop it from under Kane Womack at Alabama. And Chuck Morrell, you saw his impact in the inside linebacker room. He's been speaking very highly of Luke Metz, Abdul Sanders Jr., QB Reese. A lot of excitement about Duke Johnson's development, sticking with the inside linebacker position. But his freshmen, Zay Hall and Xavier Griffin, those two guys, I promise you're not mad. You wouldn't have been mad had guys in front of them hit the portal, right, and took opportunities elsewhere. I think the only thing you're getting with Zay Griffin is you want him to continue to add that 10, 15 pounds of lean mass. You don't want him to lose his speed because what he does coverage-wise, his instincts, his way that he feels the run fits is second to none. And then Zay Hall is an underrated flying missile, right? A headhunter. Very underrated. Didn't do a lot of camps, but a little bit bigger than Zay. They about the same height, but a little bit bigger than Griffin. And they play a similar style. So to have those two assets in the middle, one with a little bit more aggression and a little bit more pop in Hall, Griffin being your All-American style linebacker when you're checking the blocks on. I think his IQ is there to understand what needs to be called and made adjustments. I think he has the ability to line guys up correctly. I don't think he's perfect veteran type level, but I think he's the guy that can turn over reps and translate things quicker than other guys in his age group. And that's why he was the number one linebacker in the class. So that's a little bit about Bama football, y'all. And then special teams. Can't forget special teams, y'all. We won't talk quarterbacks today. We got a whole week to really just do segments. The rest of our lives in the morning will be an hour. They will be segmented lives, no live call-ins. We'll have that. So, but overall, man, special teams, we haven't been able to really evaluate anything, particularly the day that they had the media viewing, things were inside. So it wasn't one of those days where they did a heavy dose of kicking. They do kicking when they do indoor, but we got it. I want to see them in those kicking situations on the first scrimmage after they come back from spring break. I want to see the kicking situations, and then I start giving my context. But from what we know, Asperov, Talty, and Lorson Quinn, I think is the name, Lorson Quinn. Those are the three guys vying for the main spots: punter and place kicker and field goal kicker. So going to be a good off season, a good spring ball to evaluate and interact with and react to everything that's coming up with spring ball. So we're here, and it looks like we don't have a lot of traffic, which is good because we're at the hour mark. We may be able to just close out. Do we have anybody in the chat on TikTok? Let's see what y'all talking about. What's up, Jason? Appreciate you tapping the screen. Dalton, Antonio, AAA family. I see y'all. Y'all got a crazy amount of likes up on the stream right now. Big homie, appreciate that gift over there, man. Appreciate that gift, big homie, over there gifting us over there on TikTok. And again, shout out to Urban Essence for coming through earlier with our super chat earlier this morning, man. $20 super chat from Urban Essence. Y'all give it up for doing her thing, man. Continue to support the Coach Smook Network. And remember, y'all, that's not the only way you can help donate or donate. You can support by donating the Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. That's the Cash App QR code. If you're watching from a TV or on the screen, you can scan that with your phone. And that'll bring up our Cash App link. You can send that directly. Or you can do PayPal. We have another a PayPal link. We're going to get the Venmo. I said Venmo. Don't laugh at me, Britt. We're going to get Venmo squared away and get that on there too. But we had to get a new Venmo code because we have a network and our personal. So we want to make sure you guys are getting the network stuff so you donate it directly. And then if you want to check out our merch, y'all, make sure y'all go check out the merch. Scan that QR code there And go check out the merch. Everything is available all the way up until kickoff. And then once kickoff starts, we'll get into our seasonal availability of our merch. So continue to support that. And then Discord also. Join the Discord. We're going to crank it up with the spring ball coming back. I'll be presenting some opportunities for you all to join and collab for content on some of these nights where we're up and we're just up and not doing anything, or we got a whole bunch on our mind and we want to do content. So I appreciate y'all for being here. We're gonna do we're not gonna do call-in today, Jordan. We're gonna wait till tonight to do call-in so that we can have everybody. I see messages coming through, people replying to the automated messages. So if you're getting automated messages from the phone line, we've set it up correctly. You can reply to it. I will see it. It's not something that's connected directly to my phone, but it's something that I could check when we do come online and get ready to go on the show. So definitely leave your messages, leave your thoughts about today's topics. Remember, today's live was just to set us up for the rest of the week. We'll be live tonight for the call-in show and topic of conversation. We're going to get into this Bama football breakdown, the roster. I'm going to debate some of the starting lineups. I'm going to have my depth chart up there. And we're going to start talking and breaking it down, everything that I could come across tonight as far as how this roster could really look based off of tendencies and coaching philosophies and habits. All of that. We're going to get into that talk tonight. Way too early projections for the depth chart at the University of Alabama. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in today. I don't want to hold us up any longer. I appreciate y'all. This was a great show for me. Great show. It was interactive and informative for y'all. We got a lot of things to edit up and get out to y'all today. So I'm going to take it like this, man. We're going to let y'all get this outro. But before y'all get out of here, come back tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time here on the Coach Smook Network. We'll be live with the call-in show. Spread the word. We're going to have a lot of personalities calling in tonight, a lot of hot topics, a lot of hot takes to put out there. People still want to have Ty Simpson debates with me. I don't know why. We can have those tonight. I'm all for it. Phone line open tonight, 7:45 p.m. show, 7:30 p.m. Show starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And hopefully y'all can join us and have fun and join us. Shout out to TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick, all of the platforms for your support today. Make sure y'all run the likes up in the YouTube chat. Make sure y'all continue to support and share the stream. Make sure your notifications on so you don't miss any of the live content, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for hanging out with us. This is our outro. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family. Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA Phantom. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to the space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Catch you on the next one.
It's in my bones, crimson in my veins, talking Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube, true cut straight from the stone. Ain't no selling their retails, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I breathe it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film, study, so militant. I ain't guessing a thing. Break it down, every snap is like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep it though off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach. That's what they say.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.